What's up, guys? This is Todd Springer, PDJ number 88767, out here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bridgeport, Connecticut, doing my 2021 in the bag on Team Infinite Discs. And I want to thank my guy, Jason Koczeniak, for doing this in the bag. So first ever in the bag, so we're going to start at the top with putters and work through it. I carry a lot of discs. I like throwing stuff flat and having the disc do the work for me. Especially out here in New England courses, in team challenge, blind tournaments, a lot of shots, just got to make the shape. So we'll get right into it. So first off, this year I switched to putting with the D-Blend Infinite Myth. These things are sweet, they're team stamped. I got 2 of them. I actually got a bunch of backups. They're max weight 175. And they have a little tackiness to them in the black plastic. The white ones were a little brittler, and I was putting with them to start with, but love these. They are definitely staying nice and straight and true. With a micro bead, I have big hands and I push putt, so these are the ones for me. Then for throwing putters, so for backhand throwing putters, I carry 3 of them. So let's start off with flippiest. Can't shake the Gateway Wizard. This one's a 2016 special blend I got from my guy, Craig Henninger at Craig's Disc. It's just amazing for low power touch shots. It's a little sticky, so on the greens that kind of slope away, have rock. This thing just sticks, and I love it. And then moving up, I used to putt with the KC Pro AVR. I still have one in the bag. This thing is at that perfect spot where you put it on a little bit of hyzer, put it up high, and then it just goes straight and it lands straight. So great for tunnel shots, great for approaches, great off the tee. Love the KC Pro AVR. And then finally for backhand putters, this is a Metal Flake C-Blend Tomb. This thing's really pretty. It's got a little bit of dome to it, but it's mostly flat. Again, micro bead. Love my beads. And this thing is off the tee, almost goes as long as a mid-range. And so if I'm not sure what to throw, want to stay in the fairway, I'll pick the Tomb. Then for flick putters, and actually I throw them backhand too, but I'm bagging 2 Infinite C-Blend Ruins. This thing is kind of tall for a putter. This one's got a little jacked up in my bag in the putter pouch, but this one's well used actually during quarantine. On the yard course, I just threw this thing every shot, and so it's gotten a little flippier, comparative to like a harp, but I really like the feel. These are a little sharper on the edge, get way down in there on the grip, and so this one's straighter, and then this double stamp one, I can throw flat off a tee, put it up kind of high. It's going to turn over a little bit, and it's going to land flat, so 250 straight, little left to right, it comes back. This is the disc for me. Those are putters. Mid-ranges, just a tick up in stability. If I'm not sure a rune's gonna get there or if I wanna power up too much on it, Glow Gator. So this disc, I've had 3 of them in my bag over the years. Nice and flat, stiff. It's not that they run out of stability, it's that when people pick them up off the course, they don't give them back. This disc is amazing. And I'm sure if you played with me before, you see me throw a ton of shots with the Gator, backhand and flick. So next for stable backhand mid-range. So I carry the Innova Star Rock X3. This one was the first one I got. Throwing it a lot. I have backups, but I can't shake this one. Ace here at Bridgeport with it. To say it's gotten flippy is a stupid statement because now it just goes straight longer and then eventually turns left at the end. I fan grip a lot of discs for control, and so this one's still reliable and awesome for me. For next mid-ranges, I carry 3 more. So they're all Infinite molds. I carry 2 Chariots. So the more stable one, this is a C-Blend. It's really awesome, got it this year. It's got a little dome to it. So this thing is stable. The numbers are 4501. It's not true. It's got a little bit more stability. People tell me it's like an MD3, never thrown those, but I love this disc for powering up on a shot, put a little anhyzer on it, throw it straight. It's gonna dump, it's gonna land flat, and I love this disc for control in the woods. Its brother is extremely flat. It's a glow. Chariot, and this thing is the flippiest mid-range I carry. I put it up in the sky, it'll turn over and keep going that way, panning to flat. I can't flick it, it's too touchy for me. It says this has a speed of 5. It definitely goes a little bit farther. Lots of glide. Love this disc. If I'm stuck in a patent pending, throwing an Anheuser, I have to get there. This is the disc. And then another one that kind of, you know, it depends on the shot, but with this Chariot is this Metal Flake C Blend Raw. And this thing is flat. It's got a micro bead to it, 450, 2.5. Doesn't have that much fade. It's not like my Rock X3, but going downhill, this thing glides longer. It's got that bead to it, so it just keeps going forever. So those are my mid ranges. I carry a ton of fairways. I think being in New England, you know, you just have to hit a lot of fairways and power up on a slower speed disc to get there and not roll off the green. So with 7 speeds, I used to carry a lot of T-birds and made the transition. I think I carried 3 or 4 T-birds. Now we're up to just 2 Infinite Exodus. This thing is dead nuts, goes straight. It's got a dome to it, like a disc I've never thrown before. I didn't think I liked domes until I met this disc. I can throw it almost as far as 9 speeds or 12 speeds. Not sure what to throw, want to go far, want to stay in the middle. S-Blend Exodus. And then I have a Scott Withers Swirly S-Blend Exodus. This thing is stable, like a Nybo T-Bird. If you've ever thrown T-Birds before, it's stiff, it feels a lot different. It's a different disc, but for 7 speeds, I just need these 2. And I do have a Leopard 3 in the bag, and this has been in there for a long time. It's just, if I'm feeling weak, if it's really snowy and I don't have good footing and I need to get something to turn right, this is kind of a backup, or I'm going way uphill. Then up to 9 speeds. So for backhand, I generally choose the Champion Thunderbird. This thing has been in the bag for a long time. Got the Long Island Disc Golf stamp on it. This disc, I find it sometimes and then I throw it for an entire round, and then sometimes I forget it's there, and then when I find it again, I'm always really excited about it. Again, carry a lot of discs, so I forget about it, but I really do love this disc for backhand control in the woods. Have to go a little bit farther than my Exoduses. Then I carry 4 9-speed discs that are started as overstable, and they're at different stages of wear. So first, flippiest, I still carry a 2016 Sexton Glow Firebird. This thing comes out rarely, once a tournament, and it's if I'm stuck and have to throw a flick Anheuser that has to keep going left and then land flat. This used to be off the tee all the time. Not anymore. It's a little too flippy for that, but I just have a special relationship with this disc and it's not leaving the bag. Then I carry 2 C-Blend Infinite Scepters. So I carry 2 of them because they're a little bit different in terms of wear. They're both test run. This one, this is very Firebird-like, but to me, it's very much like the Sexton Firebird where it's more mellow. So this yellow one, it's got some chunks out of it. This is the straight one. If I throw it flat, turns over a little bit, comes back, stays right where it's going. Straight lines in the woods. I love this disc, and I'll throw it backhand on occasion too. And then this orange one is newer, less chunks. Throw it flat, turns over slightly, does get a fade at the end. And I also love this disc. These replaced, I had some 17 and 18 Sexton Firebirds that are now gone. And then this is my baby. I've lost it a couple times and I've gotten it back. This has a Drew Mullen stamp on it. Love Drew Mullen, is a local artist here in Fairfield. And he does a lot of scratchboard art. If you've seen Simon Lazat's wall with a scratchboard, comes from Drew. But this is a 2016 Glow Firebird from the Park City Open here in Bridgeport. This thing is stable. If I want it to go anywhere, Anheuser and hard, and it's gonna fight, it's gonna torque out, and so if I need that quick left to right moving shot or backhand skipper to get to a green, this is the guy. All right, one tick up from that Firebird is the Infinite Slab. This thing is beef. It's wide. If I'm gonna throw a flick roller that goes a long way in the woods, I'll put it down at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then it's just gonna go for a very long time before doing anything but go straight. I really love this disc, but you know, thumbers, it's like get out of jail card. So that's definitely staying in the bag too. Big balls, big drivers. So I have a Brinster Star Destroyer. This thing is flat, so I like it for woods control. If I'm gonna go straight, I can flip it to flat, and it's gonna keep going straight, and it's gonna land pretty mellow. Find a lot of occasion in the woods. If I'm out in a field, generally won't pick this disc for max distance, but it's super swirly. It's super awesome. Brinster signed it at some point, so that's sticking with me. Good karma. Another max distance disc. This is more in the field. I have this triple stamped Ricky Destroyer. This thing, if I want to go as far as I possibly can, I can get this thing through a gap, turn it over. This is not a headwind disc. This is probably my max distance destroyer. And then carrying an Infinite Emperor. This thing is metal flake. It's got some, it's got a little bit of pop to it, and it's got some stability. So in a field, gotta throw flat, gotta go far, gotta finish left. I love this disc. And then these are mostly my flick discs. You played with me before, you know I flick pretty hard and I flick often. So the control distance flick disc that I use is the 2019 Calvin Heimberg Destroyer. This one, the stamp's almost gone. Used it a lot. When you hit a tree on a flick with a lot of power, it gets chunked. So still throw this thing uphill, still throw it straight, still throw it far. Love it. And then its newer brother, you can still see the stamp. And this thing, it's what that one used to be. Throw it flat, throw it hard, go straight, finishes a little bit right. And then if I need to tick up on my flick stability, this is a Star X-Cal. Every time I joke and say, can never lose this disc, then I get stuck underneath something and I can't find it for a minute. But this was a factory second, rubbed it off. And one cool thing, I got an ace out at Maple Hill, and Steve Dodge was on the card, so he signed it up. So that's all the discs in my bag, quite a few of them, about half Infinite, a bunch of Innova, a couple other gems in there. But thanks again for viewing this video. Thanks to Park City Disc Golf Club for this amazing place that I call home, and everyone supports me, including Infinite Discs. Thanks again.